Part 1. Chapter 1. Hay, verbena, and mignonette scented the languid July day. Large strawberries, crimsoning through sprigs of mint, floated in a bowl of pale yellow cup on the veranda table. An old Georgian bowl, with complex reflections on polygonal flanks, engraved with the Raycie arms between lions' heads. Now and again the gentlemen, warned by a menacing hum, slapped their cheeks, their brows, or their bald crowns. But they did so as furtively as possible, for Mr. Holston Raycie, on whose veranda they sat, would not admit that there were mosquitoes at High Point. The strawberries came from Mr. Raycie's kitchen garden. The Georgian bowl came from his great-grandfather, father of the signer. The veranda was that of his country house, which stood on a height above the Sound, at a convenient driving distance from his town-house in Canal Street. "Another glass, Commodore," said Mr. Raycie, shaking out a cambric handkerchief the size of a tablecloth, and applying a corner of it to his steaming brow. Mr. Jameson Ledgley smiled and took another glass. He was known as the Commodore among his intimates because of having been in the Navy in his youth, and having taken part as a midshipman under Admiral Porter in the War of 1812. This jolly sunburnt bachelor, whose face resembled that of one of the bronze idols he might have brought back with him, had kept his naval air, though long retired from the service, and his white duck trousers, his gold-braided cap, and shining teeth still made him look as if he might be in command of a frigate. Instead of that, he had just sailed over a party of friends from his own place on the Long Island shore, and his trim white sloop was now lying in the bay below the point. The Holston Raycie house overlooked a lawn sloping to the Sound. The lawn was Mr. Raycie's pride. It was mown with a scythe once a fortnight, and rolled in the spring by an old white horse, specially shod for the purpose. Below the veranda the turf was broken by 3 rounds of rose geranium, heliotrope, and Bengal roses, which Mrs. Raycie tended in gauntlet gloves under a small hinged sunshade that folded back on its carved ivory handle. The house, remodelled and enlarged by Mr. Raycie on his marriage, had played a part in the Revolutionary War, as the settler's cottage, where Benedict Arnold had had his headquarters. A contemporary print of it hung in Mr. Raycie's study, but no one could have detected the humble outline of the old house in the majestic stone-coloured dwelling built of tongued and grooved boards, with an angled tower, tall, narrow